Hey guys, welcome to another video of Made and Crafted Eyes, and today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful looking floral card using layered stamping and ink pads. For this I'm going to use Mudra craft stamp, Botanical Blooms clear stamp set, and it comes with gorgeous two kinds of flowers and a floral bunch and two kinds of leaves. And as you can see, there are three layers for a single flower, so the darkest, the middle and the final one, so that creates an effect. And finally I'm using Sentiment Essentials Best Wishes from Mudra craft stamp. And for inks, for the flowers I'm using Memento Cantaloupe and Lawn Fawn juice box. For the leaves I'm using Memento Cottage Ivy, and for the essentials sentiment I'm using black from VersaColor. And to give that effect of different shades of color, I'm using VersaColor Ultimate Pigment ink instead of using three different shades of colors. So as you can see in this card, there are different shades of the same color. So in order to do that, I'm using this VersaColor Ultimate Pigment ink. Take your cardstock or any piece of card and take your base stamp. It's not necessary you have to use a perfectly aligned card, because you're going to cut the flowers out for this particular card that I have made. Place it onto your acrylic block, and this one right here I have purchased again from Mudra craft stamp, and I've purchased this one directly from Varshita during By Hand from the Heart show. Now ink it up using the whatever base color you want to use. Right now I'm using Lawn Fawn juice box, and you got to stamp that up onto your cardstock and make sure it's even, pressed even around. And the beauty is that while it's drying also, the ink spreads evenly and it makes it look more beautiful. Now wipe that clear stamp using wet wipes or a damp cloth. And since I have mentioned that this is a single color technique, we are going to use the same base clear stamp and ink it up with white pigment ink. And you can see the ink has come out well onto the stamp, onto the clear stamp, and then you can stamp it exactly above the dark color that you have stamped earlier, so in order to make that look muted or look a little lighter. Now if you want it to look a little more lighter, you can go ahead, ink it up with again the white pigment ink as I have done now, and do the process again. Now your base is ready and it's light. Now moving on to the next layer, that's the middle layer. Again ink it up with a dark color, that is Lawn Fawn juice box, and then make sure your white pigment ink has been dried. Since pigment inks are, it takes a little longer time to dry than the dyings, so make sure it's dry. And then using guidelines given in the clear stamp set, as you can see in the cover right here, it's got markings as to where you have to place your second layer onto. For example, here it's given in red and in green, so you can place exactly where the markings are above the base layer, and then stamp it up real well. Isn't that gorgeous? Now since this is only the second layer, you have to again mute it down using white pigment ink. So after cleaning that same stamp, again ink it up using a white pigment ink and stamp it exactly above it. Now you have the second layer muted as well. Now for the final layer, and to make the flower look real and gorgeous and stamp it up again, and this time you're going to use just the dark color and not the white pigment ink. So stamp it up using the guidelines given in the stamp set. Stamp it up above it, and there you have it. The most gorgeous flower, stamped flower, is ready. Now once you've stamped all your flowers and leaves, cut them up. It need not have to be exact, and then use your double-sided tape behind. You need not have to use double-sided tape for the leaves. You can just glue them down onto the card. So do the same process for all the flowers, and then take your card. My card measures 6 cross 5 inches. So just place the flowers and leaves and then stick it onto it if you are satisfied with the placement. And for the other flower, I have used this from the same stamp set, and then I have stuck it onto it. And for the best wishes, I have used a pattern paper behind it and then stuck it on using a double-sided tape, and the entire card has been placed on top of this pattern paper. Now this is how I made my card, and for the final touches I have used a glitter pen for the flowers, and for the leaves I have used a green felt tip pen. And the card is now ready, and I have to mention that this is my first ever card using stamping technique, using layered stamps and using ink pads, and this was really fun and exciting doing this project, and I really loved it, and I think I'm quite addicted to it, and I'll be back again with another card tutorial. So till then, take care guys, and thank you so much for watching, and please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll be back with another crafty video. Bye.